US national security suspect Russia of trying to subvert Mexico's presidential elections. Tourism is a vital counterweight to Mexico's trade deficit, and Asian automakers Kia and Toyota were the standout performers in Mexico's new car market in 2017. Hello and welcome to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News Business. I'm your host Elliot Bullman. Let's go straight to the information. National Security Advisor General H.R. McMaster says that the US has seen initial signs of Russian subversion, propaganda and disinformation in Mexico's upcoming presidential election. In fact, McMaster has mentioned in Mexico and elsewhere that Russia's destabilizing behavior is becoming more commonplace. Russian intelligence services have a long history in Mexico, and the Mexican government's history of hacking, the media's role in exchanging coverage for payments or ad money, and the lack of agencies equipped to deal with such interference could leave Mexico hard-pressed or unable to counter misinformation. Tony Payan, director of the Mexico Center at Rice University, told Bloomberg that hacking of the Mexican electoral system, either by the PRI or by a government like Russia, is a significant risk. Russia is known for backing left-wing governments in Latin America. It had close relations with Cuba throughout the Cold War, maintains ties with Nicaragua's government, and has grown increasingly close to Venezuela's embattled government. In other news, according to data from the Bank of Mexico, from January to October 2017, the surplus of the tourism balance compensated for 78% of the total trade deficit of Mexico. According to experts, the increase in the import of oil has been offset by the surplus of trade in manufacturing, coupled with an increase in the arrival of travelers from other countries and the decline in outgoing people leaving. This reveals the importance of tourism for Mexico's accounts. Travelers increased by greater connectivity and promotion in the United States and have not lost much strength as expected by the arrival of Donald Trump. Between January and October of 2017, the surplus of Mexico's tourism balance increased by 14.3% compared to the same period a year ago, standing at $8.7 billion. On the other hand, the trade balance from January to October 2017, which includes the declining oil sector, produced a deficit of $11.1 billion. Moving on. Asian automakers Kia and Toyota were standout performers in a weaker new car market in 2017, and German manufacturer, but Mercedes-Benz led the luxury segment. The automaker sold 86,700 vehicles in 2017, almost 50% improvement on the previous year. Kia also ended the year well, selling 8,080 cars in December. By July last year, the automaker had overtaken Ford and Mazda to capture 5.5% of the new vehicle market. The company's best-selling vehicle last month was the Kia Rio, which is made in its plant in Pesquería, Nuevo León. The next most popular models were the Kia Sportage and Kia Forte. Japanese automaker Toyota also achieved healthy sales figures in Mexico last year. The company sold 105,464 cars in 2017, making last year its best ever in the Mexican market. At the luxury end of the car market, German maker Mercedes-Benz led the way in 2017. It also broke its previous sales record in Mexico, achieving 22% growth on 2016 figures to sell 17,691 vehicles last year. The prestige automaker is celebrating 25 years in the Mexican market this year. And finally, let's turn to the markets. The Mexican peso decreased to 19.22 from 19.221 in the previous trading session. On the other hand, the IPC remained increased 0.22% to 49,996 from 49,888 in the previous trading session. This was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and log on to MexicoNewsNetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.